So Sara, I hear you got pulled over for the first time.
I did.
Welcome back to another episode of the Cousin
Connection
Podcast.
Podcast.
How do you do that fast?
I don't know. You're looking extra golden tan today.
Yeah, I've been
nice
out in
though.
the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been busy this week.
He's outside.
Yeah, we were like, why, if we're gonna really like take in all summer, why limit it to just the weekends? Everybody thinks, oh, what you can do in the weekends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now we've been like, actually, technically, I did do something on the weekend, but we did something during the week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You told me you were gonna do this. I remember.
So this week, as we were trying to continue, what?
I took a picture of that.
Yeah, I still okay. I was about to read it. Okay.
But you have to
What?
insert the photo of what I'm referring to. Amir.
About like the subject that you wrote down that I currently cannot read.
No, your spelling.
Oh, my spelling?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you saw. Okay. Hey, you know what? Sometimes when I write things on this board, I don't care about spelling because no one else is gonna see it except for us.
Guys, take a moment right now. How do you spell Romeo?
Isn't it? Is there not an I?
He literally spelled it Romio.
But that makes sense, right? Like Mario. Mario spelled Mario. No?
You know what it is?
So Romeo makes sense. Romio. Right? Exactly. You can't even say nothing.
I can because Romeo and Juliet is such a like
iconic.
It's a known thing. Like you probably read the book in high school.
I literally went to a show.
Also, the way you wrote Juliet, it looks like Pouliet. Pouliet.
No, because like the marker it like slid and I was still touching the board. Whatever. Okay. In like what do you call that thing? Calligraphy? Not calligraphy.
Cursive?
Cursive, yeah. Calligraphy, cursive, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But they do a lot of that kind of stuff. Okay. So really it was kind of like part of the art form. Because Romeo and Juliet, it was getting advised. But yeah, speaking about that, this week, as we're trying to continue exploring the city, basically become tourists within my own city, me and Hanan went to a Romeo and Juliet play in the middle of Hyde Park. And if you're not from Toronto, Hyde Park is basically like, it's a giant park similar to, I think something that's more known is, what's that park in New York again?
Central Park.
I was saying about, no, I forget the name. Central Park in New York is basically like the version of Central Park in New York, but in Toronto. And it's huge, so big that I didn't even know that they had a theater in the middle of the park.
I didn't know that either.
Right?
I've never been to Hyde Park, so I wouldn't
know. Literally, I'm going to get to that too. But so we went there. We found out about it. I forget how. Oh, yeah, we actually found out about it by someone we've had on the podcast before and might have in the future, Timaj, who happens to work for the city and is involved in like the arts and stuff. So she told us, hey, there's actually these like plays they have throughout the summer. They usually focus on one play. This year's Romeo and Juliet, but they have it in the summer in this outdoor amphitheater in the middle of Hyde Park. And we're like, really? We walked through it. We never saw it. So we booked tickets and we didn't know what to expect. Like we literally drove up, or we were supposed to ride there, but things changed. We drove up there and you see like signs guiding you through the park and it takes you to like around. At this point, we're not seeing anything. We're like, are we sure we're in the right place? And you like turn a corner and then it points towards like a dark path that goes into the woods. Okay. But like, we were kind of relieved when we could actually hear like something going on. We were a little bit late, okay? But we could hear something going on, and then you pull up and it just opens up to this like big amphitheater with a lot of people sitting down. There's no proper seats. It's like rock and then like grass, like steps. Okay. And you can sit on the ground. So you're supposed to, if you're ever going to do this, like I might put the information down there somewhere. If you're ever going to go there and do this, make sure to bring like a blanket or something you can sit on. Because if you don't bring anything, you're sitting on like rock hard floor, literally. So yeah, we pulled up to this play and like, it was actually a really good play. They kind of did a little twist. It wasn't like, we thought they were going to go like really far out with the source material. They honored the source material, but they just changed the time that it took part in. So instead of like, I don't know, 14th century France or whatever, or Italy, sorry. It was more like maybe somewhere in like the early 1900s. Oh. The only reason I say early 19 or maybe mid 1900s because the only technology we saw that kind of gave you an idea of where it was, where it took place was a radio.
Oh.
And I'm not sure when radios were just used versus TVs. I didn't see any TVs there, so whoever knows about history knows when that time might be, especially in Italy, in the middle of Italy. But yeah, so they did that, and it was amazing. Like, the actors were amazing. We were scared it was going to rain because there was rain in the forecast, but it was supposed to like start right when it was ending.
Oh.
And we got a couple drops.
Ooh.
That's the one thing about being an outdoor theater is that, like, you got to just take what you can get with the weather, right? So if it's going to rain, you gotta just sit on the rain.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would cancel a show for that, but thankfully it held out until, I think it didn't even rain that much, honestly. Like, the next night, it was supposed to be a big thunderstorm. We didn't see any thunderstorm unless it happened when we were sleeping. But yeah, that was really fun. And it did make me think, like, you know, as people who have lived in whole lives, as you heard from Sara, she has literally never been to Hyde Park. And my question is, like, why do black people not explore their own city?
First
in
of
this
all,
case, Toronto.
Why you gotta call out all the black people?
Because guess who was at this show?
Who?
Who was a majority of the people at this show?
The
It wasn't
whites?
black people. We might have been the only ones. It was mainly white people. They know where things are happening. Okay?
Yeah.
And, like, you know, some other denominations, but very little black people, right? So that is why I specifically, I wasn't going to say black people. I was going to say just people in Toronto, because typically the people that I'm talking to from Toronto are saying that they don't know. Like, I think I was having a conversation with someone a few weeks ago, and they were saying they've never been to Casa Loma. Yet for some reason, whenever someone says they're coming to town, we tell them to go to Casa Loma. Right? You know this, right? And then I started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, but every person that I've interacted with and told them, like, from Toronto, and we said we don't go anywhere, they've been black. Okay, so it might be just like my bias because of the people I interact with, but just going to these events and seeing these things, it's a majority of a certain denomination. Okay, so I'm just saying, why is it that we don't explore our own city?
That's true. Sorry.
No, it's not.
You know, okay, I was actually thinking about this because I'll tell you guys what I did. A couple months ago, I was talking to my coworkers about why I enjoy traveling so much, because I think this was like it was actually right before I went to do Umrah. And at the time, I didn't know how to explain Umrah to them.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, I'm going on a spiritual journey, guys. So I was like, yeah, I'm just taking my parents for a trip.
That is actually the best way to explain it.
It is, but like, they would have been like, oh, you're having like your eat, pray, love moment. And I'd be like, well, like, yeah, in a sense.
Technically, you are eating, praying, and loving.
Yeah, like, in a sense, I guess, but like, no. So when I was telling them, like, yeah, we're going to start off in Saudi, and then we're going to go to Oman and Qatar, and they're like, wow, like, so exotic, like, you're exploring the Middle East. Is it safe? And so,
okay,
like,
what do they mean by that?
I think,
what do you mean by that?
They were indirectly like, you know, that's close to Palestine. Are you safe over there?
Okay, do they not have, like, geography wise?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was explaining to them my love for travel comes from wanting a change of scenery and a break in my routine. And, you know, and as I was talking to them, I was really kind of like shitting on Toronto a little bit. But a lot of them really love Toronto, and they love Ontario, and they were saying how great Ontario is. And I'm not saying that it's not.
What color are they, Sara? What I say, continue.
So they were like, what do you mean? And I'm like, yeah, like, Toronto's the ghetto. And I probably shouldn't have said that, because they were not happy with me, and they're like, what do you mean Toronto is not the ghetto? Where do you like go around? And I was like, well, I mean it in the sense of like, there's so much more to the world. Like, yeah, Toronto's multicultural and whatnot, but like, are we really celebrating the multiculturalness of Toronto, or are we like hella racist? In my opinion, we're pretty racist here.
Yeah, well, not overtly.
No.
Like, yeah, I don't think I've ever received any like overt racism in this city.
I think because we're coming from a place of privilege of being born here. I think if we were immigrants and we had accents,
oh yeah, definitely
different mannerisms.
One look in the 6buzz comments will tell you.
exactly. And so, you know, when they were like telling me how great Toronto was, or Ontario as a whole, it had me. I was reflecting, and I was thinking about this like literally the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know why or what triggered it, but I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to appreciate this city for what it is. There's truly so much to do here, like something for everyone. And it's funny because I was explaining Oman this same way.
Yeah.
There's something for everyone. And the perspective of the person I was speaking to who has been there like several times, she was saying like, yeah, but it's kind of boring. Like you're just by yourself. And I was like, yeah, but you could totally get away with like hanging out by yourself and doing all these different things there. But then I was like, but you can also do that here.
Yeah.
And it's you can move around. Like granted, yes, TTC has its problems, but still when we think about the overall like what's the word? Not commutability. What's the word?
Isn't that commute? What are you trying to get at?
How easily you can move around within the city if you don't have a car, for example.
Let's just say that. Yeah. When you look at the city and see how easy it is to get around without a vehicle.
Yeah. And like if you truly wanted to like explore your own city, be a tourist in your own city, I feel like you would have a really fun day.
Yeah, and that's what essentially I've been not forced to, but what I have become, which is a tourist in my own city, because now I have someone who, I'm trying to show off the best parts of our city, and it forces me to, shout out to TikTok. I know TikTok has its problems now, and it's not the same. It's not the same person that it used to be. Okay.
Okay.
TikTok has changed, but it still gives us, certain benefits. And one of the benefits is that I can literally just go into TikTok, search things going on in blah blah blah, like these dates in Toronto, and you'll get like someone breaking down the list of all the things. Like, hey, this week is Spanish and Latin food festival or whatever in somewhere in Toronto, and then this place is like Taste of Lawrence and then Taste of Danforth. They'll tell you all the dates for everything going on.
Yeah.
And there's like multiple events going on during the week that you can just pull up. Like I think last week, I can't remember if I mentioned I was going there, but I don't know if I talked about it, but we went to the art festival.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, but that's one thing I forgot to even write down here, was that we went to the art festival, and there was so much. We bought a good amount of art because you can get it there like at a pretty reasonable price, especially if they have prints available, which are not supposed to tell you they do, but sometimes on the table they'll give you. There's certain rules they have, but overall there's like hundreds. When I talk hundreds of different artists, and each one has like a very unique design and look or style. Sorry, very unique style, and it like it opens your mind to different pieces. Types of art that you've never seen before. Like there's so many things there that I've never seen before, but I was immediately like attracted to. But yeah, things like that, what I find out, and I can be like, hey, let's go and pull up here, and you can schedule it out. Like I mentioned, we've been scheduling out all the things we're doing, and you find things like that, and you're like, oh, how long has it been going on for? Is this something new in the city? Next thing you know, it's like they celebrated their 50th anniversary last year.
That's crazy.
Right? And you're like, I lived here my whole life, and I did not know this was going on.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was inspiring to see all the different pieces of art. And you're like, this is something I've been missing out on for 30 years because we never really explore our own city.
Yeah. And I think like, I feel like, especially our friend group, we're such creatures of habit.
Yeah.
Like we do the same things. And it's not that we like, I feel like we're simple enough that we just enjoy each other's company, that it really doesn't take much to keep us entertained.
Yeah.
But once in a while, it's really nice to like switch up the routine and like go on a hike or, go to the museum or do, some sort of like just do something outside of the norm.
Go to a live show.
Go to, a food festival. I don't know, something.
Another art exhibit.
Something different that like it'll just give you a different experience and also opens your eyes to a whole different perspective of the world, which is why I enjoy traveling, and I'm sure you enjoy traveling for the same reason too. So why do Black people I feel like that one kid in the meme. Because like maybe that meme of him?
Have you ever had a dream that you had?
I love that video.
Why do Black people not explore Toronto? I think it's because a lot of us are creatures of habit, but also I actually have to mention this because in recent events, obviously there was Afrofest, and there was like they had like wild water, like a water park thing, and they had like adults only few hours, and I just feel like, especially with the rise of TikTok and just like the sheer amount of like people in the city, Unfortunately, these events that gain a lot of attention somehow ends up in violence.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's someone who pointed out it always seems to be the black events, essentially, because Afrofest is a black event, and the thing that happened in Wildwater Kingdom wasn't exactly a black event, but like they say it was black people who started, whatever, that kind of thing, right? And then you see these racists in the comments coming out with, you've heard about black fatigue, right?
No.
Oh, well, it's this thing that you keep hearing about, especially in TikTok. People are putting it in the comments and stuff, but it's essentially like people, non-black people, saying like, yeah, I'm just tired of like dealing with black people's actions and stuff, because
That's
every
crazy.
time like a story comes out or a video comes out of a black person, I don't know, doing something like illegal or an event like what happened at Afrofest or what happened at Wildwater Kingdom, if black people involved, they're like, oh yeah, black people being black people, that's what we expect. We're just kind of tired of them. That's going around on the internet now, right? So unfortunately, the internet's like, especially TikTok, that's why I'm saying like it's not the same. It's perpetuating a lot of these like negative, not only stereotypes, but these.
Is it like painting a specific narrative?
Yeah, it seems like TikTok is like painting a specific narrative, and people are just running with it on the internet right now and coming up with terms like black fatigue. I'm surprised you never saw it.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably on its way, and now it's going to show up on my algorithm.
Yeah, for
now
real.
we're talking about it, but it's a shame, and it makes, I think because of that, like it makes you not want to go to these crowds, like these large crowds, and in addition to that, like there's so many different factors, but I also just think post-COVID, like a lot of people just don't know how to be outside anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You
as
know,
well.
like it's unfortunately a lot of people have just developed a level of social anxiety where like being around a lot of people is you're like, what's the point? I don't want to be around people like that many people. It's too much. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's definitely like now we're definitely seeing ramifications, because those people, especially those teenagers that were stuck inside during that time,
they're
are
like
now
feral.
Yeah, but they're also now at the like legal drinking age and like can do certain things that, you know, don't have them making the best decisions, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're starting to see the ramifications of that, unfortunately, because people, like you said, people just don't know how to be outside anymore.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, and like I don't know, maybe things will change eventually, maybe not. I have no idea.
Is there like, I don't know if this is right to say, is there any validity to what they say? Because it does seem like whenever there is, someone gave the example of like all these other events I was talking about, like Spanish Latin Fest or whatever, Taste of Lawrence. Is it Taste of Lawrence? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Taste of Danforth?
Oh, they already did Taste of Danforth?
Is it called Taste of Danforth? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Those things, like usually those events go off without a hitch. You don't see anything going wrong. But then whenever there's an event like Afrofest or Caravana.
No, but Caravana has been pretty, like, happens every year, and
there always seems to be something that happens, no?
Really?
I feel like that.
Also, Taste of Danforth, wasn't that like a couple years ago? Wasn't that the festival that was going on when that guy like ran over by people with his van that one time? So like, I think it's just the city. It's just the city.
Okay.
I wouldn't specifically.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, it's probably the city, but you can see how someone might, even black people themselves, have like said things like this where they feel like black people can't do nothing without messing it up.
Yeah.
Right? And that has to come from somewhere. And I think it's because like what happened at Afrofest, right? It's just, it seems like anytime we have a big event, something goes down. Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because it's like these types of situations that end up like ruining it for everyone. The city is in an interesting position right now. There's a lot of hate. Like there used to be, you know, this like unity. Like remember summer 2019 or summer
2019?
Was that the year that the Raptors won?
Oh yeah. There was a lot of unity then.
That was the last time Toronto was united. But like, I just feel like there's a lot of hatred right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's because of the internet, man. The internet has really
it's the internet, it's the traffic, it's a lot
it's
of
the
things.
ramifications of COVID, like we mentioned as well.
Yeah, like it's a lot of things that are just like, people are just angry. You know, like Canadians, Torontonians are no longer known as being the nice people. People like those that are not native to Toronto are like, yo, you guys are rude. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we are. I know. I can't even defend it if I wanted to. So like, We just need
Have
to
you
do
heard
better.
people say that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because obviously not every single Torontonian is rude. I know. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying that's the perception of people is maybe they come here thinking, oh, I've heard Canadians are so nice, and that's Toronto is. Are we the ones that are known as Screwface capital?
Yeah.
I didn't say that term. It's just
No, that's
we're
a
as
known
that.
term. You've heard that before.
You see what I mean? But like, whatever happened to just being nice?
I feel like you have to go outside of Toronto for that, man.
Yeah.
But we are still nice here. It's just
Are we?
it's not everyone. Like it's maybe instead of being like 80% of good encounters, you're dealing with maybe like a 60 to 7% here.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, inshallah things do change in that sense. But to get back to the original point, we should also be exploring our own city and actually taking part in all these events that are going on throughout the city all the time. Like it doesn't only go on, like clearly this one was like on a Wednesday that I went to, and it happens every single day. And that's the show that I'm talking about that we went to. But yeah, there's things like that going on all the time. So just, I don't know, go online and just search up. I'm sure there's websites that Toronto puts together, the Toronto government puts together that showcases all these things. I can find it somewhere. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Send me the link. I'll put it in there.
But that's just something I noticed. And to move on to the next topic, the thing we did after that was we went to Wonderland it was like a work event.
Okay.
And Wonderland, so we went to Wonderland. It was the first time that I have been in I think 12 years, something like that. Literally, yeah.
No way.
It's been a long time. Literally the last time I went there, what?
I'm confusing it for Disney. I'm like, we were just in Disney.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've been to Disney twice since I've last been to Wonderland, right? And it's definitely changed a lot. Like, even me trying to navigate it and show Hanan, my wife who came with me, like how to get to certain places, like those ways are no longer there.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the same setup at all. And there's so many rides that I didn't even know existed.
I just had like a memory of like when
What?
we used to go as kids, we had season passes, remember?
Oh yeah.
And we knew that park like the back. We would run in and leave his dad and just like run to all the rides. We knew where everything was.
Yeah. I would be walking through there and I'd be like talking to him and be like, yeah, we used to do this here. See that bridge right there? There's a log ride that like shoots water over the bridge. That picture I showed you last time, that's where we took it. I'd be like talking about all the moments and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot that's changed. And like the one thing that has changed the most also is the amount of people that are there.
Was it busy?
Yeah. One thing about Wonderland is that if you're going there on a weekend, just get ready to like maybe do like 3 or 4 of the biggest rides and that's it. The rest of it you can do maybe small, and even the small rides. Like when I say small rides, I mean the things that are not roller coasters. Those things, even those ones, you're waiting maybe an hour each.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So the lines are definitely getting ridiculous over there, and it makes sense because like our city grew so much.
Yeah, you're right.
And even though Toronto has, I'm not Toronto, but Wonderland has like the most roller coasters, I think, in the world. It's second place in the most roller coasters in the world. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's another place in the world somewhere that has more roller coasters, and we're second in that.
Wow.
Yeah. So we definitely have a lot of rides to pick from. It's kind of cheating because some of those roller coasters included are like the kids ones.
Like the Fly?
Huh? No, the Fly I think would be more of an adult roller coaster. No.
No, we were scared because of the turns.
It wasn't in an adult section, so I'm not in the kids section. Sorry, so I wouldn't consider that one to be. But if you do include that, still like there's still a lot of roller coasters there, right? And there's still a lot of options. But even with all those options, every line is full at least for an hour. We waited an hour at the bumper cars ride. Yeah, we didn't even know it was going to take that long, but we forget that bumper cars is like it's only one round of people can go at a time, and you're waiting for that whole round, and then after they're done you have to wait for them to set up and everything. And funny enough, when we got in there after waiting an hour, I was driving, and for some reason they let in, I'll talk about this later, but they let this one girl in who was clearly too short for it. They were checking other kids, but for some reason she got through and she couldn't even reach the pedal.
Oh my god.
So she was kind of tapping it with her toe. She couldn't drive, so she pinned me in a corner. And then because she couldn't like touch it properly and didn't know how to turn the wheel, she's a little kid, she doesn't know how to drive these things, right? I literally just sat there for the whole ride.
No.
Yeah, so I waited an hour at the bumper cars line just to get stuck for the whole ride. And honestly,
so
it wasn't
sad.
like I didn't care. I was like, whatever, we were just kind of trying to kill time or whatever at this park. So I didn't care as much. But if I was a kid and I was stuck like that,
you'd be so mad.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, nah, run this back. This back.
Yep.
But I didn't care that much. But it definitely was. Thankfully, we made the smart move of going for like the biggest one first. We went to Leviathan. And Leviathan definitely like lives up to how I remember. I don't even know if I've ever been on Leviathan. I remember going on Behemoth.
Configuration like 2 and then Behemoth is that one where it's like too close and then too far, too close, too far.
Is it like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. We didn't even get to go on Behemoth because of how long the lines were.
Damn, but they have so many other bigger roller coasters now. I'm surprised those ones are still popular.
That's the thing. They got this new ride at Wonderland called Alpine Fury. And when I tell you the line there, it literally, if you got in, you would be waiting like 3 hours.
So it's like Disneyland level.
Like 2 to 3 hours. Sorry. What?
It's like Disneyland level.
Even Disneyland wasn't that bad.
Because we had the Fast Pass.
Did we have the Fast Pass?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We said let's pay extra for it. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah. We got that one.
Actually, that's one thing I was going to lead to. Is like you have the general admission and then you have now these Fast Passes, right? But it's not only that you can get a Fast Pass. Like you can get a super Fast Pass now.
Yeah, I
at
heard
Wonderland.
about that.
You saw that, right? Like they're literally just taking advantage of the customers because you're already paying like $70 without tax. Like on top of that, maybe it's like $80 or something just to get in.
Damn.
And then you're paying another, I think it's $70, which with tax like $80 for a regular Fast Pass.
Damn.
And then to get the super Fast Pass altogether, I think it's like $100.
In addition to the
ticket.
What?
Yeah, so you can be paying easily like $200 just to get a super Fast Pass in this park. And then like there's a whole ethical question of even like having these super Fast Pass because you can see that people are clearly like there's some like resentment in the crowd. I even saw a couple people making comments about that. Like,
did you have the Fast Pass?
What? No, I didn't get the Fast Pass.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I was like, I'm gonna be with the common folk.
You want her to have the authentic experience.
Exactly.
I get you.
But I did like midway through it, I started feeling bad. I was like, I should have just gotten the Fast Pass because we were waiting in these lines for an hour straight just to go on a ride that's a minute to 2 minutes long, right? And you're like thinking about, whether it's worth that time waiting in line. And that's why we didn't go on Behemoth. We're like, we got Leviathan. It's close enough to Behemoth.
Yeah.
For those from Toronto, you know what I'm talking about. Like, they're just two of the biggest roller coasters in the park. Now with Alpine Fury, maybe the third. But they're all kind of different. But it just made me think like, oh, like, maybe this is a way of them not playing into it, but like they're just taking advantage of the fact that like they know that people will see that and see that like someone else is getting some advantage, and then later on they'll come back and try and buy that Fast Pass because they, even if they can't afford it or whatever, just because they don't want to feel that way again. Like it makes you feel different. Inferior in a way, knowing that you couldn't pay for the Fast Pass initially.
Well, yeah, I get that. I think the easiest way to solve this problem is to just cap the amount of people that could enter the park on a daily basis. But why would they do that when they can just let everyone in and make the most amount of money?
That does, because you know what? That is something that I forgot that Disneyland did.
They cap?
That Disneyland caps the amount of people. You have to buy your ticket ahead of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know how Wonderland, you can buy your ticket at the door? If they just stopped that and allowed people to like buy it online ahead of time, then they could literally shut down ticket sales for that day because it's over capacity. And that way you wouldn't have this insane line problem.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something they should do. But I feel like Wonderland benefits from the fact that they let in as many people as they like. That I think that's their like not price model, their business model. Yeah, that's their business model. Like they're like, let in as many people as we can get. Just have this Fast Pass here, so we know that people will see this, like these long lines, and will be almost forced to buy these Fast Passes if they want to have any type of positive experience.
Yeah.
Because you can, it's really, you can have a positive experience, because we did have a positive experience overall. Like, we were there for a work event. We didn't even have to pay for the tickets. So that kind of helped with the fact that we were waiting in line.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to pay for this and I was waiting in line too, and then seeing those people in the fast pass lane,
you'd be cheesed.
Exactly. Like, you made me pay $200.
But I will say,
What?
sorry to cut you off. Part of the thrill, part of the excitement is like waiting in line and that anticipation, because you're hearing all the screams.
But like, it gets to a level where when you're waiting, when you're 30 minutes in, 45 minutes in,
Okay, yeah,
you
true.
hear it a million times at that point. Sometimes the anticipation, like, you kind of lose that.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, especially like that even happened to us when we were waiting on in the line for a ride called the Bat. You know the Bat, right? The one that goes like forward and backwards.
Yeah.
Because
Hate
the
that
line
one.
is literally in the middle of the whole ride. Like, the ride is going over you and around you, so you see it literally 100 times before you get in the actual seat. So you know, by that point, by the time we sat in seats, we knew exactly how long the ride was.
That's crazy.
It was like exactly a minute long. What?
That's it?
Yeah, it's only a minute long, because it only goes back, it drops you, does a whole spin, goes back up, and then drops you backwards, whatever. All of that happens in 1 minute.
Damn.
And like, you start even picking up on the sounds that it starts when you hear like the little machines or the motors going off, or like the pressure valves going off. So you know when the drop is going to happen. You know when you're like getting near the top. Still, it's fun. At the end of the day, it is fun. You still get that like butterfly in your stomach feeling.
I hate that
but
feeling
it does
so
take
much.
it does take away a bit of the magic. And that's why I know, people aren't on Disney's best side right now, or Disney's not on people's best side right now. But the one thing you can give them is that they definitely do like care about the customer experience, or like the person who's going, the attendees experience. And everything they do there is to enhance your experience.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
see
Wonderland does not care about the customer's experience at all, because like
that.
they don't do.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, like the thing is, before they used to be with Paramount, so they had like the characters and stuff like that. They had something, some type of theme. Because it's not, at this point, it's not a theme park. It's an amusement park. I wish they could make it into a theme park. I feel like that would help everybody's experience, or improve everybody's experience, because it just feels like an amalgamation of rides and lines. And like, there's nothing, like, even when you're waiting in line, like let's say you're waiting in line in Disney, they had like experiences in the line, like things you could look at and watch that are happening in the line as you're going through it, right?
That is true, yeah.
Like they actually cared about what you were seeing. But in Wonderland, they didn't even care enough to turn on the TVs. You know how they had these TVs that like play something?
Yeah.
None of those were on. None of them were playing anything. There was no experience at all. Yeah, like they put a lot of the work on the workers at the actual booth, not the booth, but
the games?
Not the games. In the rides, the operators, sorry. They put a lot of like the onus on the operators, like them, they try and liven it up. Like, that's when you're actually on the ride. They try and like make you say things or make you scream, and like, they try and play into it a little bit. But other than that, like, you're just waiting in line in the most like uncomfortable pillars. You're trying to like, because you're standing for a long time, you're trying to find a place to sit.
Yes,
There's,
I remember.
No
like,
place to sit.
Try and like sit on the top of the divider.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm trying to sit on those and balance for a good hour, because my knee ain't good anymore. That's one thing for sure that we learned at Wonderland, is that like, we might be getting too old. I don't want to say we're getting too old for this, but like, our bodies definitely need some repair after that day, because we were just destroyed.
I hear that.
My feet were destroyed. Like, my knee was worse.
Really?
Because I have bad knees to begin with. And that actually goes back to one thing I was going to mention earlier. Is remember that girl that I mentioned that got in earlier? Like the smaller girl who couldn't reach the pedal? So we found out this afterwards, but we saw like at the exit, her and her mom and like a couple other kids were standing there, and they had like a piece of paper in their hand, and they called over one of the operators, and then they showed the piece of paper to the operator, and the operator looked at it, started like reading something, and then they got on the ride before everyone else. Like, it seemed like, from our perspective, that they just came in from the exit and took up a bunch of carts. Because you're looking at it, you're like, oh, doing the math in your head, like, oh, I can go on in like 1 or 2 more rounds or something like that. But now when like people are coming from the exit, you're like, okay, maybe I might not make it for this round. And afterwards, I started Googling. I was like, why are these people? And even people were like shouting, like, why are they getting in? But then I had to Google it and figure out what was going on. I found out that there's like this program they have where, let's say you're someone like me. Okay, maybe I won't put myself in this boat, but like someone who can't stand for long periods of time, like what do? They can't just wait in these lines. I don't know. Maybe they bring a chair with them. No, they actually have a system where you go to the operator ahead of time and you tell them like, hey, I want to get on this ride, but I can't wait in line. You give them the paper and they mark it and they give you a time. So let's say they calculate in their mind that it's a 30-minute wait for it to get in. At that point, I think it might be up to the operator's discretion. They say 30 minutes. They're like, come back at, let's say 7 o'clock. They say, come back at 7:30. So you come back at 7:30 and then you can just get on the ride right away.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, find that for me and sign me up because I want that ASAP.
Yeah.
Because I do not like waiting in line and it hurts. It physically hurts sometimes, especially if someone like, has destroyed their body for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
And is paying for it now. So yeah, I want to figure out what that system is, but overall, our experience was good. But just waiting those lines and seeing how, I don't know, how their business model is to extort the customer, essentially.
Damn, he said extort.
That's what it is, right? Is to
Yeah.
extort the customer, right? And I feel like it does play into the whole like class disparity because like they're basically saying if you're poor and you can't afford you get this regular pass, wait 5 hours in line for your whole day, right? Maybe you can get 3 or 4 in or something. It's like, oh, you got money, come right here, get in line, I mean, let's get you on this ride right now. You don't have to wait for nobody. See all those people in line? They're peasants. You don't have to wait for them. You don't have to sit next to them. You know what? You get the front seat.
This is the definition of capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, and you can see it in people's eyes. It was in our eyes for a little bit too, and it made me feel like I should have paid for it, and like your customers should not feel that way. And I don't think they care enough.
Yeah.
Right now, Wonderland's owned by like the Six Flags Corporation, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and they do have theme parks in Six Flags like portfolio. I think like they have like the ones with all the Superman and the Hulk, whatever. So why not bring that here? Toronto has. Is it Canada or maybe only Ontario?
For what?
Does Canada have any other amusement parks similar to Wonderland?
West Ed Mall has a theme park.
No, similar to Wonderland. I don't think Canada has any other big. It's called Canada's Wonderland, right? And I'm thinking about it now. I can't think. Maybe someone else in Canada can mention it, but I don't think anywhere else in Canada has an amusement park to this degree.
Maybe not.
No. So for Canada to have one amusement park,
crazy,
right? And this is what we get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgraceful, man. But that was my biggest gripe about Wonderland. Other than that, the rides were fun. We didn't get to go on Alpine Fury because we were not waiting 2 hours in line.
Yeah, it's not
for a ride that's literally like 3 minutes. Even though we heard it's like the best roller coaster in the world or whatever, like just from people who review. There are people who review roller coasters. That's what I found out.
Yeah,
like they go on and they like, this is my favorite roller coaster out of the 256th I've been on. I'm like, what?
Crazy.
How many roller coasters are there in the world? But yeah, so that was my experience there. I don't know, when was the last time you went to Wonderland?
Wonderland? I don't remember, but Disney was literally just last year.
Yeah. And that was actually one thing to get back to. I'm going to keep griping on this. Another way they extort you is the food. And not only the food, actually not only the food. We've been knowing that though. No, but it's not only food, it's the water.
Oh yeah, you're paying $7 for water.
No, but they purposely make it. If you bring your own bottle, we brought our own bottle, right? We're like, we're not going to spend money on drinks, right? So we brought our own bottles, but they don't have any proper like bottle refill stations. They definitely have a lot of refreshment stations where you literally pay $7 to $8 for a bottle of water. They purposely do this. They take it like it's another way they're taking advantage of their customer base, and it did annoy me. Maybe that's why I haven't been so long.
Probably.
Yeah, but we did say we're going to go back. Like, we should definitely go back as a crew. Yeah. Maybe, like, when it gets a little bit cooler and the lines kind of die down more so we can actually have a positive experience. Yeah. And, I guess this is how they get people. Like, I was like, next time I'm coming back, maybe I might actually get that fast pass. But then at that point, you're like, do I make a, like, not moral stance or, like, a... moral stance and be like, I don't want to pay into this, system that's basically exploiting their customer base. Right? It's like do we really want to wait in line though? Still, it's like you kind of like having that little
I see the dilemma.
Yeah, that dilemma.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We should definitely go.
I remember, like, I've always been a chicken. Okay, Amir knows. As a kid, I used to cry on every single roller coaster or just, like, not go on. But that one year that we went to Disney, remember my 30th birthday when we went?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That day, I think it was just like you know what? I'm already here. I don't know when I'm going to come back to Disney. I'm just going to go on everything.
Yeah.
I went on every single roller coaster. I was so proud of myself.
We didn't tell you about it, though, the drop tower one.
Oh my God. Yeah. There was, okay, so if you know me, I'm not really a fan of like drop zone type of rides. I've never been on drop zone in Wonderland, the exhibition.
Yeah.
None of those. We went on one ride. I'm not going to say which one.
It was oh yeah, okay. Because
just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Because I feel like that's the one thing about Disneyland. You can actually spoil rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are certain things they do, like they don't show you what they're doing. But like, yeah, we're not going to tell you. Go ahead.
So this one ride, no seatbelt, nothing, okay? You're just sitting and you have a bar that's like you're holding on to the bar. But at first, it's just like one of those interactive type of rides where you're looking at a screen and you're like, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't know why Amir and Gizman are so excited about this ride. This is such a baby ride. But whatever, fine. So we'll just enjoy it. Maybe they're really into it. It was a Marvel theme. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, it was a... should I say what it was?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
It was the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. So I'm like, Amir just made us go on this because it's Marvel. So we're sitting and, you know, it's Amir, Gizman, me. There's a skinny little like aisle and then Iman and Nabat. And so like they're close enough where I could like reach out and grab Nabat, okay? So we're on this ride and I'm like, this is such a basic ass ride. Like, wow, this isn't exciting at all. And then, you know, all of a sudden, Gizman's next to me. I can literally see her like slowly weaving her arm into Amir and like grabbing on for dear life. And I'm like, why are you doing that? What's about to happen? What is about to happen? So I grab her, not knowing why. Did I warn the girls? No. They were like relaxed. They were chilling on the chair like this. Why did we drop to the depths of the earth? And I was like screaming because my body wasn't in the chair anymore. I was floating.
They do have something that holds you down, no? I can't remember.
I don't think so. It was not safe.
Yeah, actually thinking about it now.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, I think.
And it's not like a little quick like drop. It was like you were falling forever.
Yeah. And it's not only once.
It's like multiple times and you think it's done, but it just gets worse. But you know what was worse than that one? Because that one was fun. Was it the log ride? Where it just kept getting like longer and longer? And I didn't know that. None of us knew. And the water was ice cold. Like
If you ever want to see what our reactions were, just look at my profile pic on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
That's still one of my favorite photos we've ever taken.
So funny. You can see. I'm gonna find the picture. I'm pretty sure we talked about it last time too. But like, you can see everyone's reactions, and the funniest part is like, the four of us are all me, Amir, and Gizman are screaming. Iman's like screaming, and then Nabat with her freaking
like
phone
laughing.
recording, laughing, and I'm like, you psychopath.
Yeah, that was definitely fun.
But yeah, that made me feel nostalgic, and now I kind of want to go, even though I'm scared and like I'm getting anxious just thinking about all the roller coasters. But I would go and scream.
No, it's definitely fun. I love putting my hands up on roller coasters.
I'm
the guy who like before we even start dropping, my hands are already up.
Before we even move, I'm screaming. Literally.
Yeah, actually today she's not here today because like I said, yesterday destroyed us, but Hanan's like voice is completely gone today.
Oh my God.
She was screaming, and like the difference is that like she's like screaming and stuff, and we're in the middle of Leviathan. I'm like, oh, we're gonna be eating there later. As we're dropping.
This kid, I know she's probably screaming out of fear too.
Oh yeah, she was like blood curdling screams.
Really?
Not blood curdling, but just the super high pitched screams, right? The whole time.
Honestly, I can relate. I can relate to that.
And like I'll tell her, like we went to Vortex. Do you remember Vortex? That's the one that's like it literally you look like you're sitting in a van.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was telling her, this is no biggie. This is nothing, right?
She was screaming, huh?
And screamed the whole time. But that's one thing about Wonderland in Wonderland I knew I was getting older because my head at the end of that day felt like it was gonna explode. Yeah. We did the last ride we did, which is I heard, and actually this might be true. Dragonfire is like the official first ride of Wonderland.
Is that the one that goes in the mountain?
No, that's the one that it's like the green ride.
Yeah.
That has a dragon in front of it, and then like it does the 2 loops.
Oh.
Yeah, the one at the front of the Wonderland,
yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
So people were saying like that's the official like unofficial first ride of
Is
any
it?
person who goes to Wonderland. Because remember, we used to go there first. I remember
No,
when we were kids, we used to go
do
there
like
first.
Sledgehammer, Cyclone. Remember they were all like in the corner?
Oh, it did change afterwards. Yeah.
We used to do those, and then we would make our way to like that side.
Actually, for us, it was like the unofficial last ride, I feel like.
Yeah. Actually, no, we would always end off with Behemoth.
Would it be Behemoth?
Yes, because it was like go big or go home.
Oh, okay. I'm forgetting things. My memory's it's unreliable, guys. But we did that as our last ride, and I thought I was okay at that point. My head was hurting from the other rides, but after we finished that, like it literally felt like someone took the front of my forehead and like dislocated it.
Oh my god!
From my head, and even though we technically still had like another hour and a half or so to kill for closing, whatever, we were like, let's just go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even earlier, I was telling you, let's go on Behemoth. Let's just wait the line out. It's almost the end of the day, whatever. But after we did that, I was like, you're right. We should go home now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we went home at a reasonable time.
Okay.
Yeah, but it definitely like you have to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
I lost my water bottle there, unfortunately. I lose my water bottle everywhere.
No.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was fun, and just next time I have to prepare. Maybe I'll wear knee pads or not knee pads.
Yeah.
Knee wraps.
That might help. That might help.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, catch us at Wonderland next time.
But what else we got on the doc? I didn't read it yet.
You can
still.
read it. You can.
I didn't read it yet.
You can read it now. Yeah.
So Sara, I hear you got pulled over for the first time.
I did.
How fast were you going?
Well, because let me not incriminate myself.
What, are you gonna fight this in court?
Yeah.
Are you actually?
Well,
okay, what happened?
Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Should I be talking about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this allowed?
Totally.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Totally. What were you doing?
So I was driving home from work, and I was tired and I wanted to go home so I could take a nap, my post-work nap. And I was like a minute away from home, like literally a minute away from home, and there were no cars in front of me. So I was like, you know what? It's a 50 zone. I could step on it a little bit. I wasn't going that fast. Okay. I was keeping up with the flow of traffic. The guy next to me, we were basically going side by side. Okay. All of a sudden, I nearly hit a man because he approaches the road, and I'm like, whoa. So I quickly brake, and then he like signals me. I'm like, oh, that's a cop. Where did you come from?
You was a cop?
Yes. So I'm like, damn it. So he tells me to pull in, and I'm thinking like, so mind you, I've never been pulled over before, and I've never been in a car where someone got pulled over and I was in the car. So I don't know what it's like to interact in these situations. My only experience is watching American movies. and so I'm like, oh my God, did I put my hands on the dash? Like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't even know what to say.
She forgot she was in Canada, guys.
Yeah, no, truly. I was like, what the hell do I do? So anyways, I park, okay? And I realized, oh shit, I have to like roll down the window. So then I slowly roll down the window and I'm like, hi. He's like, do you know how fast you were going? And I was like, no. So he pulls out the speed gun and shows me a number, and I was like, I'm just not going that fast. Like, yeah, be for real. Anyway, he goes, license and registration. Now, because I was going a little fast and he startled me, I braked. So my work bag fell, and everything in my work bag, including my wallet with my license, all over the floor of the passenger seat. Yeah. Of the passenger side, sorry. So now my car's in park, and I looked at him. I'm like, my wallet's on the ground, so I'm going to have to climb over. Just give me a second. So I had to unbuckle myself and climb over the seat to grab my wallet. It was very embarrassing. I give him my license, and then I look for my registration. I pull it out, and I'm like, I know where this is. My brother told me, like, always have this here. And I was like, okay. I hand it to him. I'm like, easy, no problem. Then he opens everything up. He's looking at it. He's like, are you the owner of the vehicle? I'm like, yep, it's my car. And he's like, okay, yeah, your insurance is expired. I'm like, what? No, it's not.
Didn't you just get your vehicle?
Yeah, it's been a year now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what? No, it's not. He's like, yeah, it is. I'm like, how? I literally still pay it. So he shows me the pink paper. To my not to my
know what
knowledge.
happened. Yeah.
I didn't know this pink paper expired. No one has ever told me that.
Yeah, it's a dumb thing. I don't know why. Nowadays, I believe that you can even use like just the version of it on your phone. I've seen people do that in America where like they have their insurance and stuff on their phone, and I believe it just automatically renews on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't know, and so I'm looking at him like, no, I swear I pay my insurance. Like, trust me, I could show you my bank statements, but like, I didn't know this paper expired, and he's looking at me like, girl, what is it? Your first day on the road? Like, okay. So he's like, okay, I'll be back, and I'm like, okay. So I'm assuming he's doing what they normally do when they pull you over, run your license through the machine to see if you're a criminal or not, I guess. I don't know. It took him like 15 minutes. And I was like,
no, they be taking their time on purpose.
Like fully freaking out at this point. I'm sweating. The AC's on, but I'm like literally sweating at this point because I'm like, is he going to impound my car?
Oh
like, what's about to happen?
How fast were you going, girl? What are you talking
It
about?
was like a 70 and a 50.
That's like normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all.
Not that we normally go 70.
I don't speed,
I'm just saying, okay.
But I would.
But normally we see other people driving at that speed, so it's like not that crazy. Okay.
My speedometer did not say 70. It said 67. Just saying. Anyway.
Totally.
It was like right before the maximum 60. Like it was like literally 100 meters away from that. So I'm like, really? You're gonna pull me over for this? So he finally comes back with my license.
That's how speed traps work, though, man.
Yeah, but like
they do that on purpose. They know they're like, okay, this place goes from like 60 to 50. People are probably gonna still think it's 60. Have a guy sitting there, you're gonna get bare tickets, and they're gonna get a bunch of money. It's they do it all the time. But yeah, go ahead. They give you your license. Okay.
So then he comes back with like a stack of these like giant pieces of paper. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So then he goes, here's your ticket. Like, and he's just saying it like so casual. Like he wasn't angry, but he wasn't nice either. Like he did tell me like, oh, my body camera's recording you, whatever. So now he's telling me, okay, here's your ticket for speeding, and here's a ticket for your expired insurance. I'm like, sir, like I didn't even know it expired. I'm sure if I go home and I check my mail, like it's probably there. Like, why are you giving me a ticket? He's like, yeah, it's fine. If you find it, you can just get the ticket canceled. You don't have to pay it.
Yeah.
I was like, then what's the point of giving it to me? You know I have my insurance. Obviously, I'm telling you that I have it. Anyways.
Probably looks better on his forms.
Yeah, I'm sure. So anyways, I have 2 tickets now. Thankfully, no points. But like, there goes my clean track record.
Oh, they gave you just a 10 over?
I don't know.
Yeah, no points is like just they say it's 10 over.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it normally is.
Okay.
I might have been stopped a couple times. Just say.
And then
there's one time where I definitely deserved it, but yeah, go ahead.
Really?
Yeah, I was. It was in the back roads. Just to be clear, it was literally like in the middle of the back roads of Ontario. I don't know why there was a speed camera there, but not camera, but like a speed trap there. They got me, fair and square. It's whatever.
And then I was so distraught that I called my brother to be like, I got my first ticket.
You're crying, dude.
I didn't cry,
Yeah.
but I was like genuinely like, what the hell? I don't know. What do I do now? And I'm like, he said I have to go to court. I've never been in court before. And like, should I get an interpreter? He's like, you speak English. Like, what the hell?
You were born in this country. You can't use that here.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then he tells my nephew like, oh yeah, like Sara got a speeding ticket because she was going too fast. So then it's Nuhe on FaceTime.
Yeah. Wait, he told a 4-year-old this?
Yeah, 5-year-old.
5-year-old, sorry.
So now he's like, Sara, what happened? So I told him, I was like, yeah, I got a speeding ticket. He goes, speeding ticket? How fast were you going?
He even knows.
Like, what do you know about speed? So I was like, yeah, the police officer said I was going 70 kilometers in a 50 zone. And he was like, oh, that's fast. And he goes, do you need help paying the ticket? Did you want me to pay for you? And I was like, yeah,
that made it think better. Okay.
I know. So I was like, it's okay. Don't worry. I've learned my lesson. I won't speed.
Better.
So
Okay.
lesson learned.
Yeah.
Won't be speeding.
You know what? I can't say nothing. I got it twice, so I can't chastise you or nothing. I'm just saying, okay.
Doesn't feel very nice, does it?
Yeah. It was definitely that Paw Patrol though that was helping him. He probably
Oh
seen
yeah,
that.
definitely.
I'm sure that's happened a couple times on there.
Yeah,
Is
said
Paw
that.
Patrol like police propaganda? If you think about it, low key,
It might be.
I'm fine with like the fire truck Paw Patrol, but the police one,
Sergeant Cooper.
Is that their name?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, now you know. Sergeant Cooper.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, you know what, Sara? It happens to the best of us. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just bummed.
No one here who's watching this or listening to this can say that they've never sped in their car. Okay, so everyone has done it at some point.
But how many people can actually say that they have never been caught? Because I used to be one of them, but not anymore.
Exactly. You can only get that. What's that insurance that like is given to old people who don't have any records? Shit, I forget what the name of it is, but yeah,
I don't even know.
There's an insurance like that. No, now we're both not eligible anymore.
Damn it!
But like, think about it. If you think about it, you drive, like, collect all the driving you've done in your life. For you to only be caught like this 1%, like this, not even percentage of the time.
That's true.
It's like, it doesn't mean we're bad drivers, you know?
No, I think I'm a pretty good driver.
Exactly. You know, just because I've gotten into a couple crashes and gotten a couple speeding tickets doesn't mean I'm a bad driver. Okay. First off, one of those crashes was not my fault. And it's been like since like 10 years. Okay. So chill. Stop judging me. Why are you looking at me like that? But I'm sure you're fine, okay, Sara? At least it wasn't anything worse than that. You're good.
That's true. That is very true.
And you can fight that last second ticket whatever and get it taken off your record.
Yeah, I feel like I have to read the ticket. I don't know what I'm doing. He was talking about prosecutor, court, this,
TikTok
that.
it. Just TikTok it or Google it. Gemini will help you out.
I was just going to read it.
Oh, yeah, I guess that too.
Like, it's a good start. You know?
People will go to ChatGPT before reading something.
No, why didn't you just... the paper is there. I'm going to read the paper.
But sometimes, you know, maybe you can interpret it wrong. I'm just saying, okay?
I'll just take a picture and be like, hi, chat, what do I do?
Yeah, exactly. Literally. That's what we've been doing that too for some other forms that we've been filling out. Just copy, paste, put it into ChatGPT and be like, what does this mean?
No, literally, though.
We don't want to mess up. But yeah, you're fine. So
yeah.
So Sara, should we cover some comments before we head out here?
I think so, because we actually...
Where's my phone at? Oh, it's in my pocket.
Zahra M said, if you opened a coffee shop, you best believe I'd be there every week. Also, milk cakes are great, especially pistachio or lotus flavors. Amazing. You are a real one. Hopefully our dreams of opening a Cousin Connection cafe,
AKA Pod Space, can happen.
Pod Space?
Yeah, like a place we can record the pod.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Don't forget to hit the like. Shout out to Naya Chagirl, who reminded us not to forget to hit the like, okay? And also subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button too. I'm just saying, okay? I'll remind you at the end of the show, but just right now, just hit it, okay? Thank you.
Lisa.
Sumami Lisa.
Says, Sara, that's such a pretty hijab, mashallah. Can you share this store? I avoid Ridgeway like the plague, but for that hijab and some kanafani, I'll go, lol. Also, you should try the strawberry pistachio cups next time. Not this one. This is a plain basic jersey gray one, but the one from last week is what she's referring to. Thank you so much. I believe the store was called Modest Wear, and because it was my first time in Ridgeway, girl, I was like a kid in a candy store. I said, wow, all these like Modest Wear hijab stores. But yeah, I do want to try the...
Can I say something though? That's a horrible name for a store. Because think about the SEO, okay? Is it SEO?
Yeah.
Like if you have a customer who wants to search for your place and they put in Modest Wear into Google Maps, what do you think they're going to get? Oh, you think they're just going to get your store? They're going to get every single place that has Modest Wear in their description, okay?
The website's shit.
Change the name.
The website sucks because I was like, I don't want to go all the way to Ridgeway just to get another hijab. Let me see if I can order it online. No. Work on
upgrade your website too. Come on. Come on. Is this the business you want to be successful? I'm just saying. Okay, literally. Sorry. I'm being too hard on them. I'm sorry.
A little bit, okay. Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Okay, this comment's from episode 171.
Okay.
It's by It's SM. Whatever SM stands for. Shout out to you. She said, loving the podcast. It's Friday morning ritual while I ease into work. All the way from the tip of Africa. But how am I the only one realizing who Gizman is? I've literally been trying to figure out this mysterious cousin Gizman and who is blah 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 and why I've never seen them. It's finally clicked when I heard Sara's mom say it in Aisha's travel vlog. Mind blown. Haha. Mystery is over. Okay. But we do be saying that a lot, and we try to correct ourselves, man. From now on, it's only Aisha, okay? Not to stop any confusion in the comments or from the listeners.
Very true. Next
comment is from episode 170 from Shamsa Masaba. Episode. Y'all are so funny.
Thanks.
Fun fact, the episode usually drops Thursday 9 to 10 p.m. where I am. So I just watch it on Friday at work. It's literally the first thing I do. Also, not me getting excited for the Cousin Connection game night, fully knowing I'm all the way in Uganda. Shout out to Shamsa Masaba, and I'm hoping that you have a good Friday morning.
Oh my God. What other comments are on this?
Okay, Sara, I feel like I've been talking a lot here. Is it time for you? Do you got a comment for us?
Yes. A regular commenter, Abu Kitten.
From what episode?
173. The future is intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
1213. It's a timestamp. What does XD mean?
What?
XD.
XD?
Yeah.
Oh, XD is like the face, like.
Oh, like the RAR?
No, like.
Oh.
It's like eyes closed.
Oh.
No? Is that not what it is? Please tell us. Okay, for the listeners, I'm basically doing that whole, like, my mouth, like, I'm smiling, like, wide, but my eyes are closed and, like, squeezing because, like, you're smiling so loud. I mean, you're smiling so much.
We could just ask Abu Kitten, you're the commenter. What does XD mean? Let us know.
I'm pretty sure it means that.
Okay.
It's not like Disney XD or something.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Disney XD?
XD. It's actually...
What?
It's actually pronounced Mogadishu with a Q instead of a G. I think Mogadishu is the English version with Mogadiscu?
What? Let me go back to this comment. Wait, what are you saying?
That's what he wrote. Mogadiscu? Discio? How do you pronounce that?
I think Mogadishu is the English version with Mogadiscu
That's what I said.
being the Italian. Oh, Mogadiscio is like the Italian one. You gotta say it with the accent.
Interestingly enough, most people use the nickname for the city Hamar. Or is it Hamar? No, it's not Hamar. Hamar?
Hamar.
Why are you setting us up for failure? I'm sweating now, which is by far the most common way to refer to it. The X is the Arabic hat.
I think we're getting delirious. What is it?
I'm sweating.
I have to. Well, I've been sweating.
I know it's like extra hot in here now.
I think we got to end the episode there.
All right, guys.
Okay, shout out to y'all in the
Yeah,
comments.
thank you so much for always giving us a laugh and love and calling us out for everything and anything really at this point.
And if you have any answers to the questions we asked today, like why do Black people not explore Toronto or wherever city you're from? I feel like this may be a common thing, right?
Exactly.
Or in Wonderland, do you feel like they're perpetuating class disparities?
Or do you speed without getting caught?
Yeah. Tell us your stories about being caught and all the other like illegal activities you've taken part in.
Maybe don't incriminate yourself. Don't put it online like that.
Or maybe you can. Just saying. Come on now. Keep it spicy. But until then, no, not until then. Subscribe to the channel first.
Yes.
Hit the like button. Leave a comment like I mentioned. Also follow us on other platforms, Cousin Connection Pod, on
TikTok and
Instagram. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry.
Bye.
Bye.